Yo, 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 it's overtflow. What's going on, you guys? How are you guys doing today? First things first about the gameplay. It's going to be absolutely awesome, and we got a crazy story coming your way. It's going to be about the time that I almost got killed by a crazy river monster, a freaking snake, man. So it's going to be awesome, you guys. I think that you guys are going to be definitely on the edge of your seats, very excited about the story. I'm excited to tell it to you. And before we get into the story, if you guys could smash the likes, we're shooting for 300 likes as always. And I just want to let you guys know that we're almost at 37,000 subscribers. And so I think that if we can pass 300 likes on this video, it will give us the extra push to get there. And you know, this YouTube channel means the world to me, you guys, so it would just be so awesome if you could support me with this and just smash the likes, you guys. Let's get to 37,000 subscribers. Let's get into the story, but before we do, real quick, I'm going to link the last story that I told. It's going to be the top link in the description. I thought it was a really, really good story, you guys. It didn't get as much love as I wanted it to. It's about me hooking up with a really weird, hot Latina girl at a theme park. I thought it was a good story. It didn't get a lot of love, but check it out, you guys. It will be the top link in the description. And yeah, you guys, I tell these stories because you guys told me to tell more of them. I used to tell them like once every 3 weeks, and I started telling more just because you guys enjoyed them so much. So with that, I hope that you guys still enjoy them, and leaving those likes really lets me know that you guys are still enjoying the video. So keep that in mind, you guys. Let's get into the story. What's up, flows? Don't you knows I love all of you. Alright, guys, so this story comes from Texas. So if you guys didn't know, I live in Las Vegas. I have family in Texas. So I'm part Mexican, and I have a ton of family that lives in Texas, around Del Rio, Brackettville area. If you guys don't know what that is, those are both very small towns. It's kind of, I guess the closest major city is San Antonio, if you're interested. And so during school, when I would get summer off, I used to always go to Texas to visit family and do all that good stuff, and that's just what I used to do. You know, my family would go down there, we'd stay there for 1 month, 2 months, whatever, and have a ton of fun. Now, in Las Vegas, we don't have this, so I was very excited to do this thing called tubing. If you don't know what tubing is, it's basically where you get like an inner tube, you know, one of those big things that you can float in, like that you see at water parks or whatever like that, and you get in this inner tube, and you can bring like a cooler with you with food and sandwiches and freaking some alcoholic beverages or whatever you want to bring with you, and you literally sit in your inner tube. You float down a river, like you float like 16 miles down a river. It takes you all day long. Like you could get there at 8 in the morning and you won't be done till 8 at night. So you sit in your inner tube with your friends, and you just gently float down this river. And sometimes there's like rapids and it goes a little bit faster. It's basically like a 12-hour ride. For like, I'm a city boy, I don't see that stuff, you know, ever. So that was awesome. So that's what we were doing on this particular day, and it was gonna take us all day. I think it was like a 10-hour tubing adventure that we were about to embark on, and it was gonna be awesome, you guys. It was gonna be so dope. And I was a little bit skeptical because, you know, I'm from the city. I don't mess with that country stuff, but that's what everybody wanted to do. That's what I did, and to this day, it was one of the most fun experiences I've ever had, but it was freaking crazy, man. It's freaking crazy. If somebody asks you to go and do this stuff, do it, because it gives you good stories. So we get in the tube. It was me and my cousins. Of course, you guys know Adam and Philip. And then it was like me, my cousins, my uncle, so their dad, and then my other uncle. And then, who else was there? There were some other people with us. Our cousins and stuff came with us. But for the most part, me and my cousins hung out, and then everybody else kind of went their own ways, and that's what happened. We linked our inner tubes together so that we would chill and float down the river together, and that's what went down, you guys. So it was pretty awesome. And throughout, you know, while you're there, throughout the journey, there's little spots where you can stop off, and, you know, they got little cliff jumps that you could go jump off of or whatever. And there's a few that are really, really cool. There's some where they have like ropes hanging down from the trees, and you can run and like grab onto the rope and swing out and like fall like 20 feet into the water or whatever like that. It's a really awesome thing. And, you know, so people would go and do that. And there were a couple of these along the way. Like every hour you would see one, basically. And so we get to one that's just big. Like everybody's jumping off this one. And this thing is kind of sketchy. Like this rope looks like it's about 97 years old. In addition to that, you got to make sure you swing out far enough to not hit this big rock that's in the water beneath you. And we're like in the middle of nowhere, you guys. So like in this river, like there's no cities. The closest city is like 40 minutes away. So we're in the middle of nowhere, you guys. It's pretty dope and pretty awesome and great. And So we're up there. We all get off our inner tubes. We like park our inner tubes on the side with all these bushes, scared that an animal might pop out and eat my butt cheek. But nobody did, which was good. And so we all wait. There's maybe a line of like 10 people doing this inner tube thing because, you know, people stop off and do, or not the inner tube, doing this rope thing, right? So we get off, we're rope swinging and doing all that good stuff. And this was very close to the end of the journey. So we had already gone through like 8 hours of this. So we're swinging off the ropes, and it was really awesome, you guys. Like, you get up there, you get out of the water, you go and you wait in line on top of this little cliff. It's probably about 10 feet out of the water. And then you would swing on this rope and just swing like super far out and like do backflips into the water or whatever you wanted. And so I was really nervous because I hadn't done this before, and I was younger too. I was like 14 or whatever. I had not done this stuff before. So I was already nervous about that. I was already anxious about, like, I'm in water with like, and there were like fish in the water, and there was like stupid little, what are those things called, the pinch you, crab things, and like crawdads and all that crap in the water. So that already was freaking me out. Like, you could feel like plants on your feet as you're walking. It was really weird for me. And so I go, and finally it gets to be my turn on this swing, right? It gets to be my turn on this rope swing. So I run out, I grab it, and I just fly out there, and I let go, and I'm like, yeah, splash into the water. I come up, right? I come up, and okay, the whole day people have been warning me, you got to be careful. There are such things as river snakes and river spiders and stuff like that. Be careful. The whole day we didn't see one. I was like, that's a bunch of rubbish. You guys, there is no such thing as those. And so I come up, and all I hear is everybody screaming, swim! Swim! You gotta swim away! And I'm like, what? Why do what? Me? I gotta swim? What? And so I look to my left, and there's this huge, like probably 3.5 foot long snake. It was a water moccasin. If you guys don't know what a water moccasin is, it is a poisonous snake. If it bites you, it kills you. Super scary. Bites you, it kills you, you're dead. Boom, dead. Right? I see it. It starts to swim. It's probably about a foot away from me. It swims towards me a little bit, and then it swims underwater. So me, I didn't know, like, is it going to swim underwater and, like, I don't know, bite my wiener off? I didn't know what was happening. So I'm like, holy crap, kicked it into maximum overdrive. And I actually had shoes on, too. Because when you go in the water, you're supposed to wear shoes to make sure, you know, you don't step on anything sharp or, you know, step on the crab that eats your foot. So I had shoes on, and I had, like, big trunks on, and I had a t-shirt on. You know, so I don't get sunburned, right? You know what I'm saying? And I just started swimming like full speed, like as fast as possible. I'm like swimming super duper hard because I didn't know what this snake was doing. This snake is crazy, man. It's crazy. So I start swimming super fast, and like I hear this Mexican dude, swim, Forrest, swim. And I was like, what? This is no time for jokes. I'm swimming away. And I was like, swam super far away. Swam so far away that I made it into this huge crowd of people because it was finally the end of the big river tubing adventure, and there was probably a crowd of like 500 people, you know, off a little distance away, because everybody basically, they go down this river and then they all sit in this like lake part that is connected to the river, and everybody just chills there, and there was like 500 people there. I swam all the way over to them, and holy crap, dude, scariest thing ever. Only later did I realize, when I asked my uncle, that snakes can't bite you when they go underwater because they can't open their mouth underwater, apparently, is what I was told. So I had nothing to be scared of after he went underwater. If he was going to bite me, it would have been above the water, but still super scary. I was staring death in the face. He got about, you know, he was about a foot away from me when I first saw him, and as he swam towards me, he probably got like within 6 inches of my face before he went underwater, which is just absolutely horrifying because that was like a pretty big snake. That's what she said. And, man, it was super scary. And that's not even the end of it, you guys. After that, I go and we all, like, get out of the water. And my cousins were like, yo, that's the fastest I think I've ever seen anybody swim in my life. You swam so freaking fast. That was horrifying. That was super scary. And I was like, yeah, thanks, dudes, for helping me. I really appreciate the fact that you didn't spear the snake with a makeshift spear that you could have made out of tree branches, or push the Mexican guy in to distract him. The guy saying, swim, Forrest, swim. Like, push that guy in the water. Get the snake on him. You know what I mean? God. And so anyways, we go and we're going to get it picked up by, I think it was like my grandma's pickup truck. So we all go to get in the back of this pickup truck. And guess what happens as we're walking away? I put my hand in my pocket. and something bites my hand. Something bites my hand. I pull my hand out, and I'm like, Jesus, what is in my pocket? I open my pocket and just look inside, and there's like, I honestly don't know what it was to this day. It looked like a scorpion to me. Obviously, it came from the water, so anything that looks like a scorpion in the water, I don't know, some type of weird pinchy thing. I don't know, some type of insect water thingy bit me that was in my pocket. It was chilling in my pocket. And I was like, holy crap, I'm not dealing with this. I took my pants off. I straight up took my pants off. I had nothing underneath. I took my pants off, wiener out and everything. And I threw the pants on the ground, and I took like the hugest rock that I could find, and I smashed the pants repeatedly. And then what I did was I actually had a really big shirt on at the time, so I pulled my shirt down to my waist and just wore my shirt like a dress until we got home. And yeah, Jesus, man. So ridiculous. What a ridiculous thing. But whatever, you guys. I hope that you guys definitely enjoyed this story. If we could smash over 300 likes on this, that would mean a lot to me, you guys. I hope that you guys definitely enjoyed it. And as soon as we get to 300 likes, let's do this. 300 likes unlocks a new video. Once you hit 300 likes on this video, I'll know that you want another story, you guys, and I will get to work on another story for you. So I love you guys a ton. You guys are absolutely beautiful, and I am over. Subscribe if you're new. And I am over and out.